Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Orlando, and as you might have guessed by the thumbnail or the title, today I'm going to be talking about one of the best players right now in the world, but in a different limelight as you have been seeing it through TikTok or through other videos. Because, yes, I am legit, I am disappointed in Vinicius Jr., and more specifically, more disappointed in Vinicius Jr.'s season this year. Because I believe that this guy is far from being over. This guy is far from being over. He's what, 21, 22, 20? I don't think he's 21. I think he's 23. This guy's 23. And he already had what, one, two, three, about 7 seasons carrying Real Madrid. Yes, carrying Real Madrid. And you're telling me this is going to be his best season yet? I mean, this is his best season yet, but you're telling me that with Mbappe's arrival, with Bellingham's exposure, you're telling me that this is gonna be the best Vinicius that we're gonna see? Because a lot of people are saying that Mbappe is gonna take the spotlight, Bellingham's gonna take the spotlight, maybe even Arda Güler is gonna take the spotlight away from Vinicius Jr. But one thing's certain, Vinicius Jr. has been in the spotlight for Real Madrid for the past 7 years, since 2018, since Ronaldo left. He's been the spotlight. Not Eden Hazard, not Benzema, not Bale, not Modric, not Kroos. Vinicius Jr., an 18-year-old Vinicius Jr. So a lot of you might be questioning, since 2018, what season did I watch? I watched the 2018 season, where Ronaldo was at Juventus just scoring and scoring and scoring. And all we had was an Eden Hazard who was injured and just didn't seem like he had the competitive edge to want to play for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, all that had was Benzema, who was so used to having Cristiano Ronaldo score and be able to feed Cristiano Ronaldo that he didn't know where to go. A Bale who was ridden with injuries and didn't even want to play with Real Madrid anymore. An old Sergio Ramos, a Kroos and Modric who were unable to find a player like they saw with Cristiano Ronaldo. And all that Real Madrid had to depend on that season was an 18-year-old Vinicius Jr. who had no finishing, at the time. I remember that 2018 season from Vinicius so fondly because I knew this guy was going to be an incredible player for us. I mean, even though he could not finish, even though his teammates were against him that 2018-2019 season, Vinicius always put on the shirt and showed how good he was going to be. How no matter how many people just hated on him, and even his own teammates, his own family, the own people that he's supposed to trust and share the pitch with, did not even trust him at all. We all remember that Benzema quote that he said, "Don't pass it to Vinicius because he's playing against us." When Benzema wasn't even doing anything with him or with Rodrigo because he was washed at the time. He was washed. And he still decided to go after an 18-year-old Vinicius Jr. who Kroos and Modric would constantly give the ball to him so that he could run at defenders and try to get all the way into the box just so that he could miss it. Yes, he was an 18-year-old who was growing, and who wanted to be the best player in the world. So what did he do? That 2019 season, his output just became a little bit better, but he was still poor in front of goal. And then 2020 came around, and his output got better with the Benzema. 2021, his output got even better, and it's been a slow increase in output and the goals that he scores. It's been a slow increase, but time after time, he's shown that when he gets insulted, when he gets demoralized, when he gets bullied by other players, when he gets racially abused by a whole fan base, he's not gonna mope and cry about it as a lot of people like to paint it out to be, like he's a big crybaby and all of that. No, no, no. He's gonna use that as motivation to be the best player on the pitch. And this season is the first time that a lot of people are tracking back to what they said about Vinicius Jr., about him, because we gotta remember, back in the day, a lot of Barcelona fans were making fun of him. A lot of even Madrid fans were turning their back on him because Benzema and Sergio Ramos and all these great players turn their back on Vinicius Jr. But Vinicius Jr. he didn't even need Real Madrid. He just needed to know that he's the best. And instead of crying and just going on this downfall of a career that a lot of players have when they're just not performing, like Hazard, Darwin Nunez, Morata, all of these players who seem like they need to be in an environment where, sorry to say this, but where they're sucking them off. They need to be in an environment where if they're not sucking them off, they're not gonna perform their best. You know? And players like Messi, players like Cristiano Ronaldo, players like Ibrahimovic, players like Sergio Ramos, who can choose to put the team on their back, even when they're clowning on them, even when they're hating on them. Players like Vinicius has that quality in him. Bellingham has that quality in him. Because don't you see how the English fan just destroys Bellingham as they did Vinicius years ago? It's incredible. It's incredible. And Vinicius's prime is gonna be incredible. Trust me on that. This guy, this kid, because he's 23, he's gonna continue to grow. He's not close to reaching his prime yet. He has to become even better at finishing. And soon he's going to start hitting those maybe even 30, 40 goal margins, even with Mbappe on the team. Because Vinicius knows that he is the face of Real Madrid. Vinicius knows he's the face of Real Madrid. And every Madridista knows that this is Vinicius' team. Mbappe is walking into Vinicius' team. Because when Bellingham stepped back to give Vinicius his team back after he was slightly injured, Vinicius came back like Vinicius does always. He came back. He came scoring. Became the best player in every single knockout stage for Real Madrid this season. Now, why am I disappointed in Vinicius this season? I've already glazed him about all his career at Real Madrid. So why am I taking this point of this is a pretty disappointing season for Vinicius? Well, because the poor guy was injured the first half, pretty much about half of the first half of the season. So he wasn't able to take charge. Imagine if he was fit. Imagine if he wasn't injured. Oh my gosh. Not only that, he massively underperformed with Brazil. He massively underperformed with Brazil. And he still did have, even though you take into account that Bellingham was an incredible player for Real Madrid, that Roger was an incredible player for Man City, that Mbappe is still on the table, and this guy being injured the first half of the season and having a poor Copa America tournament is still cementing him to be the best player this season by winning the Balon d'Or. I know I said Bellingham in the last episode, but I said if it was Bellingham or Vinicius, I wouldn't mind it. So if Vinicius doesn't win it, it's fine by me because I know he's going to win it at one point of his career. And I bet he's going to win at least 2 Ballon d'Ors because this guy is not slowing down anytime. This guy wants more. He won the Champions League. He won La Liga. He won everything he could with Real Madrid. But he's going to continue to want to win more. And that's why Vinicius had a disappointing season. Because I know he can do way more. And I know he's going to do way more next season. And the season after that. And the season after that. And he's not going to stop. And he's going to terrorize all of Europe. And one day he's going to bring that form into the Brazilian team that is crumbling. And he's going to lighten up the Brazilian team. And we're going to see that we're going to witness one of the best players of our generation in Vinicius Jr. because he has the quality and the mentality. He has the mentality to want to bring a team on his back and carry it. He has the mentality to never give up, no matter the circumstances. And he's going to show it next season. He's going to show it next season with Mbappe, with Bellingham, with Valverde, with all of these absolutely Ballon d'Or contender players. and he's gonna show why he, even though he's in the team of the best, why he's the best of the best. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let me know if you agreed or disagreed about my opinion about Vinicius' season. And I'll be posting more videos. As I said before, it'd be like maybe once a week or twice a week. So make sure to subscribe if you want to keep watching these kind of videos, if you want to keep interacting with them. And I hope y'all have an incredible day.